So since I'm not exactly normal, admittedly so, not even remotely close to normal, and definitely not looking for any kind of serious boyfriend, steady relationship, steady boyfriend, any variations of, of that. I would say what sums me up perfectly is that I busted my ass to get back into shape again. I continue to bust my ass. I went on my 4.6 mile power walk where I stand tall, suck in my abs, shoulders back. I really am swinging my arms. Last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and couldn't do it on Saturday and Sunday because I went to do it at night because it was so damn hot during the day. And it started raining, pouring. I wound up getting caught in a torrential downpour walking home just around here. Busted my ass to get back into shape. And now I want to reap the rewards of all my hard work and discipline. I think I won't say that to select dating website men. I already have. I can entice certain men simply because I'm not looking for anything, but I want to be touched, and I'm that kind of person where I want that. I don't want the normal. I don't want the boring. And that's why I reject most men who contact me via these sites, I'm just not interested. A lot of times I'm just not physically attracted at all, and that's just the way it goes. And then other times there might be a spark of I might find a certain guy appealing, and then there was one guy I was corresponding with back and forth for weeks, like 3 weeks. And he never felt compelled to give me his phone number even. And at the end, I was getting bored off my ass. I'm like, this is boring. I'm not excited. I'm not looking forward to getting your message. Just like, whatever. And you hardly say anything at all in your messages. And then I hinted around, I would like to talk to you on the phone. He wasn't someone who blew me away right away to begin with, but if I'm not completely turned off by either a man's looks or his ad, then I'll give him a shot, And then this guy would talk about how I'd like to hold you, your body's beautiful, blah, 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 whatever. Never would give me his phone number, even after I hinted around. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't know what he was getting out of it either, because it's not like I was having, online sex with him or anything. I wasn't. It was just these little back and forth emails, and, I think this is boring. And if you're this boring in this, you're going to be boring in bed most likely. I'm not putting up with that shit anymore. I'd rather be alone. And to help make being alone more bearable for me, there's always chocolate, porn, loud music blasting in my ear, and intense exercise. And the last two, are generally a combination. They don't have to be. I could blast loud music in the house, but, you know, and that's it. Nearly all of the one-night stands I had when I was in my 20s and right in the beginning of my 30s, right before I did the worst thing I could have done and moved to LA and then moved in with Donald and his mother. But anyway, nearly all of them were boring. I'll never go back to that. Ever. Ever. Like I said, refer to the last sentence, I'd rather be alone. I'll never go back to that again. Never. And I haven't had sex, like I said, full-blown. I've played, but I haven't had full-blown sex since April 6, 2008. With Donald, and the sex with him was so horrible. Especially at the end of our relationship, where he stopped even deigning to do what he'd done throughout our relationship, which is, you know, do such and such to me as quickly as possible at the end, you know. I'm not going to elaborate, but so even though I haven't had sex since for over 5 years, by choice, I had opportunities, I turned them down. Not on any high moral ground or principles or whatever either. If I haven't had sex in so long, and the sex I had with the man I was living with since 2001 was mediocre at best and mediocre, horrible. I don't know what you would say. It was mostly horrible, and at best it was mediocre, and that was in the beginning of our farce of relationship. Why am I going to hop into bed with just any guy unless I'm guaranteed for it to be good? Seriously. I'm not going to do it unless I'm guaranteed that it's going to be good. And how do I get that guarantee? Easy. I don't hop into bed immediately, and I see how he quote-unquote plays. I see what he talks about. I see how he acts when he's with me. Or when we quote-unquote play without going all the way. Anyway, I'm still planning on visiting my good friend, a man who's been in my life for 15 years now. Can't be with him, as in, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, love, or whatever. He and I were never sexually compatible anyway. I'm pretty much the type who wants it all the time. Providing I'm with a guy who brings that out in me. You don't bring it out in me, I can shut it down. That's what I had to do. I shut it down with this guy I'm going to visit, you know, in a couple of weeks. He invited me to his home, and but yeah, I can shut it down. And that's what I have to do. I I did it with this guy, because I've always had to choose, I've told you, between the, mental compatibility and sexual compatibility. And I chose the former over the latter, in my relationships. I can shut it down. That's what I have to do. I shut it down, But if I was with a guy who knew how to bring it out of me, oh yeah. I know me. I know what I really want deep down. And I know that I am filled with demons. Demons that I ache to find someone to help me quell. Oh. When I wrote the goddamn poem when I was in college. I wrote it when I was 18. Awaken me, and it ends with calm the angry beast inside. Use your kisses to bring this love to life, It's awaken. I wrote it when I was 18, 19. Awaken me, awaken the desire. Raise your arms higher. Send them into heaven, lower to the fire. This body craves only your touch. Give me freedom, lift me up. Open pathways to the mind. Create our world 1 second at a time. There's only us here and now. Never answers to be found. Calm the angry beast inside. Use your kisses to bring this love to life. All these many months, nary a decent man has come my way. And now that I'm getting ready to take off for 1 or 2 months and be with a man who is a good friend, but I'm not going to be getting touched like I want, when I go off to be with him. But all these months, nary a decent man has come my way. And now that I'm getting ready to leave, there are miraculously prospects, in my peripheral vision. I don't know if that's the right thing, but yeah, I'm getting ready to leave, and now there are prospects. You think I would cancel? No. Even if I got together with a man who totally swept me off my feet, blew me away, made me know that if I do go to bed with him, it's going to be heaven on earth, anything, blah, 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 whatever. I would never cancel my trip to go see my friend who wants to see me, and who, I would never do that. I might go for only 1 month instead of 2, depending upon how enticing this, I could be speaking hypothetically, but, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't cancel, even if I, when it's so close to when I'm leaving anyway. I wouldn't go to bed with any guy. No matter how much I might want to. I wouldn't do it, you know. Life is weird. And I'm definitely still grieving from that. And my mom's gonna go to the goddamn family cookout. And, you know, it's the word perpetuate the ongoing lie where, you know, she's secretly talking behind everyone's back, behind Marion's back, whatever, to that guy she met in the mental hospital, and, you know, leads him on thinking she's gonna fight this, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I know it's all a lie, it's all told him. I mean, I've cooperated with him and I recently mailed him a copy of the power of attorney. I also mailed him a copy of the one-page letter that I had typed up to give to the court myself when I had seriously considered fighting this on my own against my mother's wishes. Now I just give up. Now I just want to take off to my musician accent. Because if there is a prospect in my horizon, guy I might end my 5-year celibacy with whom, the guy with whom, you know, it's supposed to end with a preposition, it's supposed to end with. If there is a prospect in my horizon, my immediate horizon, a guy with whom I may decide to end my 5-year, 3-month, 10-day, 11-day, whatever, close enough, celibacy. He'll just have to wait till I get back from my trip, you know. Hopefully I'll get a little taste, get to quote-unquote play with him beforehand, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath. So far in all these months, one that I told you about, I met via Craigslist. And that was it. I told you I enjoyed doing my relatively PG-13 things that I did with him. You know, relatively innocent compared to, I don't know, all the one-night stands I had when I was in my 20s and early 30s. Enjoyed what I did with him 100% safely. More than all of that past, more than most sex I've had in my life. That's because he was into feet, and he did stuff to my feet, and no guy had ever done anything to my feet before. You know, so, except maybe rub them a little bit. I think at one point I even paid for a professional. You know, it was a guy who did it, you know, feet reflexology, feet rubbing, I don't know. But in any case, on an intimate level, no guy had ever done anything to my feet before. It was kind of hot. Makes me want it again. But I'm not going to choose my future lover that with whom I end my 5-year, 3-month, and some days celibacy based on whether he's willing to, you know, do stuff to my feet. It's just a little added thing that, you know, makes me want to experience it again. Yeah, to sum me up, I undeniably busted my ass to get back into shape again. A couple days ago, I weighed 160 point something. I mean, I am back to the weight I was before I made that regrettable choice of moving to LA and moving in with Donald and his mother, okay? I'm back to the weight I was. I'm pretty much back to the same body. It's just, 12 years older. That's all. It's 12 years older. And the mind is a million times wiser. I'm changed. I'm in my 40s now. And I ain't gonna settle for mediocre sex ever again. I just won't do it. I'd rather be alone, like I said. To help make being alone a tad more bearable for me. Maybe not much more, but a tad more bearable. There's always chocolate porn, loud music, and intense exercise. I loved exercise, and that's why I was able to drop 34 pounds even while I was spending, even though I was quote-unquote living in that fucking co-ed homeless shelter, from April 26, 2012 to November 11th, 2012, 6.5 months. I dropped 34 pounds because I just said, fuck it. This life just keeps pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, and I am not gonna regain the weight I had to fight tooth and nail to lose while I was quote-unquote, living with Donald and his mother, staying with them, being ganged up on them and whatnot, 34 pounds while living in that fucking homeless shelter. That's called obscene will, obscene discipline. And right now, like I said, I get hot men interested in me. Even sometimes who are a lot younger than me. But in any case, I wish to reap the rewards of all my hard work and discipline. I busted my ass to get back into shape, and now I wish... I wish to reap the rewards of all my hard work and discipline, undeniably hard work and discipline. Who does that? Who does that? Who gets thrown into a co-ed homeless shelter when she's supposed to have been able to heal with her mother, who paid for her to come here with her dog and invited her to come here with her dog, and then lied to the family and about the fact that, Mom lied to the family, told the family that my friend had paid for me to come here. In any case, who does that? Life threw me another curveball, and at the very least, I wasn't just going to stay at the same... No, I wasn't just going to maintain my weight, which would have been difficult enough under the fucking circumstances. No. I continued to lose weight, and I dropped another fucking 34 pounds while in there. Entered that homeless shelter at 198, left it at 164. I'm not looking for a boyfriend, not looking for a serious relationship. All that I'm looking for is a guy I can connect with on a whole bunch of different levels, including sexually. Looking for an FWB, looking to reap the rewards of all my hard work and discipline. I busted my ass to get back into shape, and I continue to bust my ass on a daily basis to maintain this body that I fought tooth and nail to regain.